How's it going, everyone? Alex with Jeeps Limited here. So, today is the day. It's a very important day. Today is the day that I'm going to try and start this. It's been like 4 years and working hard to get this thing going. Today is the day. So, since my last video, that was yesterday, since then, I put the battery tray in, put the fuse block back in, I put the air box back in, I put the coolant reservoir back in, I mounted the power steering reservoir, did a couple little things like that. So, on my list of things to do today, before I try and start this, I have to change the oil in the filter, put the battery in it, which I have. I need to put the lower radiator hose back on, and then fill this with water, which I just kind of flushed it a little bit again. I have to put the distributor in it. I have to put gas in it. And I already filled the power steering fluid. I'm just going to top it off. Now, one big problem. I don't have the distributor yet. The last update on the shipping, it's supposed to be here today. However, at 1:32 this morning, it was in Philadelphia, which is like 12 hours away. I don't know where in the world it is right now. They say it's going to be here by 9 p.m. That's probably not going to stop me from trying to start it with this distributor on if the thing doesn't show up until 9 p.m. because I got plenty of time, not that much to do. So I'm going to knock out these couple of things. Once I do that, the first thing I'm going to do is just try and bump it and see if the engine spins over. Then I want to see, I'm going to do that probably with the ignition coil disconnected, just in case for whatever reason it's getting fuel pressure. I want it to spin over a bit before I start it, just kind of get the oil moving through it. That'll pick up oil and distribute it. That should suck down water, and that should suck down power steering fluid to kind of get those things moving a little bit. I am anticipating a problem with fuel delivery only because the plug for the fuel pump got a little screwed up. I think it's okay. Worst case scenario, I can just hot wire the thing and that should be fine. It's just a 3-wire system. All I got to do is get power to it, really. So I think I can overcome that. I made myself a list of things that I'm going to check if I'm having problems, but I'm not really, cross my fingers, anticipating too much. I think this should turn over pretty easily once I put the battery in it, provided I get fuel, and if this distributor actually works, or if I get the new one, I think it should crank up. So I'm going to go ahead, button some of this stuff up, and I will be right back. Alright, so here's where we currently stand. All I actually did was I changed the oil and I put the battery in. I'm going to just try and bump it and see if the engine even spins, or if I'm missing something, or what. I left the lower radiator hose off so that if the water pump does spin, whatever crap might still be in there from yesterday's flush will hopefully get pushed out. I don't know. I have not put anything back together under the dashboard. I do not believe any of that is required for this to run because basically all it is gauges. I could be completely wrong in that. I don't know. But I'm going to put the key in it for the first time in 4 years and see what it does. Very nervous, actually. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to do anything. Yeah, nothing at all. That's not that surprising, but I don't know. I don't know what would not be there for it to turn over. So I'm going to have to kind of ponder that and look over some stuff here, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Okay, guys, super excited. 3 hours later. I'm going to take you guys on the fucked up journey I just went on because I just chased fucking circles over nothing, and I'm kind of pissed off. I mean, I cut the whole fucking ignition apart and was trying to fucking hotwire it and do this and that. Oh my god, it was so fucking stupid. Let me take you guys on this journey. So here's the big bulkhead connector, which I thought was the only connector that goes under the entire dashboard. And like I told you guys, I had not plugged in a single thing under the dashboard. Well, there was one critical plug right here. This red wire carries all of the ignition into the dashboard. And I had shoved it through the hole a while ago, did nothing with it. So it was unplugged, couldn't get ignition. Like I said, I even tried to hotwire it. I cut the whole, I cut all of this apart, tried to hotwire it, that didn't work. I mean, I chased the end, there's an engine ground back there, these grounds, I did everything I fucking could here. Took the fuse block off and then started following that red wire, and that's how I figured out where it went through. But when I did that, I disconnected the fuse block from power, found that hot power inside, and then was fucking with this for so long because I forgot that I disconnected the fuse block. So I'm really happy. I'm just kind of rambling. That was just a big fucking pain in the ass, all just because I'm fucking stupid. But it fucking cranked. That's awesome. I'm super happy about that. So, I don't have the distributor yet. I gotta check in on the shipping on that, but oh man, I'm probably not gonna fill it with water until I have the distributor. Well, actually, I could put gas in it if I wanted to, see what it does, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do right this second, but I will let you guys know. Alright, so here's where we are with things. It's been cranking over now. I've cranked it over. I put gas in it. I got the fuel pump. The fuel pump wiring was wrong. I literally just unplugged it. And, I'm making fuel pressure. I got like 2 gallons in it. The oil's been changed, yada yada. I do not have water in it yet. I have power steering fluid in it. There's a reason why I'm not putting water in it right now, because I do not have the distributor yet, and I'm not sure when that's coming. I don't want to fill this with water just to have to drain it tonight, because it is December in Chicago. But I have air, and I have fuel, and I have a starter that spins. I am just going to see if it will start. The distributor is probably bad, but it worked when it was parked. So we're just going to crank it with fuel, see what it does. Fuel pump's primed. And now it's still probably purging some air too through the fuel system. Oh man! That's fucking awesome! That is fucking sweet! I'm putting water in this motherfucker. We're running this shit. Okay, I got the system full of water. I am going to start it again. We gotta check the oil. It just seems like a thing to do. I mean, I just filled it, so there shouldn't be anything wrong with it, but you know. Looks as expected. Alright, I'm going to start it up this time and actually let it run. I don't really care if it burps out of the coolant, because I'm draining it tonight. But it's got some in there, so I can actually let it run. Like it never even sat for 4 years. It takes throttle too. It's actually a little noisy as far as like it sounds like it's got some clatter, but putting it to the red and just letting it eat limiter will do that to you. Overheating it until you peg the thermometer will do that to you too. So whatever, I'll put some Lucas oil goop shit in there. for a second. I would say she runs. Alright, well, I would say today was a success. It ran, so that's good. Still don't have the distributor. Don't really care at this point. Apparently I don't need one. I just bought that one because I looked inside of that one and just the little piece that spins, the rotor, was just completely rusted, so I figured it's probably not going to make any connections. So I was like, you know what, I might as well just buy a new one and put it in, not have to deal with it. Luckily, I didn't need it. I bet you just from it spinning around, it cleaned itself off anyways. But otherwise, it ran pretty good. I was happy with it. I did mention it's a little bit louder than I remember it being. I don't think that has anything to do with it sitting there. I think that has everything to do with the fact that I used to just bang this off the rev limiter and overheat it to the moon and back, and genuinely not really care about it. So that's probably what caused that. It also might just be a louder engine. I have no idea. It's been 4 years since I heard it run, so I don't know. I'm not concerned about that at all. It started right up like a champ, really. I mean, it cranked over a few times, which is to be expected because it hardly even had full fuel pressure. So that was good. I was really happy, obviously. You could see by the video. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this one. Probably going to be a little bit shorter of a video for sure, but it ran, and that's really all that matters. I'm done working on it for tonight. It's not even that late. I just there's a big thrash in the past couple of weeks. Past couple of months, actually. I've worked on this a lot, but the past couple of weeks especially, just to get the fenders done, the firewall painted, the fenders installed, get this paint fixed, get all this stuff in there, and actually be able to get it running. I mean, I'll probably be back out here working on it, tomorrow or something, but yeah, real happy. Definitely means I don't see what's going to be... If I wanted to, I could just slop the brakes together and put a steering wheel and a shifter on it, and I'm pretty sure I could drive it. The pitman arm needs to be put on, and then the tie rod and drag link need to be connected. But I mean, it's pretty darn close to being able to drive. I'm just not going to even bother to do that because it's not worth it. It's snowy and shitty out. And anyways, I'm not going to drive in that kind of condition. So, yeah, it's good. I mean, it should be, unless something crazy happens moving forward, it should be a pretty easy goal, I think, at this point to have it, running and driving in the spring. So, I might not have the hood and the windshield on at that time just because they need to be painted. At that point, I might as well just wait until the weather's a little bit nicer to paint them, but I could spin it around the block without a hood on it, or a windshield. So that's probably my goal, maybe April-ish to be able to drive it, or sooner or later. We'll see. Either way, it doesn't really matter at this point. So really good day. It's been a good couple of days. A lot of things just fell into place and ended up working out. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. To anybody that's been watching my videos, especially the last couple, just getting to this point, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with it. I know it's probably kind of boring, but I enjoy making them. So anyways, that's enough for tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.